I was 21 or 22.
Hendersonville resident Ed Cottrell remembers why he volunteered for the United States Army Air Forces during World War II.
I already had a pilot's license, and that's what made me want to go in as a flyer.
Cottrell completed fighter pilot flight training in the spring of 1944. With a shiny new pair of wings on his chest, Cottrell reported to Wendover Field, Utah, to meet his comrade of the skies.
At Wendover, we met this beautiful plane, the P-47 Thunderbolt.
It's a mighty sweet airplane.
In 1942, the Army Air Forces received a new weapon to deploy against Nazi Germany.
They were all brand new.
The Thunderbolt wasn't designed to go nose-to-nose with enemy planes in a dogfight.
It had 18 cylinders, 2,000 horsepower. Our planes had 850 caliber machine guns.
The Army wanted a new plane to combat another foe.
You know, the Germans had a lot of tanks, and they were so much better than the American tanks. And the only way they could stop the tanks with dive bombing.
In September of 1944, Cottrell landed on the front lines in Europe.
So we flew the majority of our missions out of St. Tron, Belgium. He and I flew this plane.
Cottrell recalls one mission he flew where the Thunderbolt ended a stalemate between the defending Germans and the advancing Americans.
And we come in over the Americans and we skip bomb. We pull out, stay on, it's this just above treetops, and we make 2 more passes.
The German tanks were no match for the P-47.
The Americans were able to break through and push the Germans back and take over the town of Julie.
On another mission, the ruggedness of Cottrell's plane saved his life.
We went down and dropped their bombs, and as we come up off the deck and started climbing, we ran into a group of ME-109s, and that was a start of a dogfight. The 109 turned towards me. Next thing I knew, I had an explosion and black oil all over my windshield, everywhere. The plane started to chug, and I called my flight leader and told him that I was hit and I was going to have to either bail out or go and head home.
American ingenuity kept the plane flying.
The plane was chugging along just above stalling speed. And all of a sudden I looked and there was a 109 on this side and a 109 on this side, and they crisscrossed behind, which I knew right then that they're going to, that's going to be the end of it. But they didn't fire.
Many stories of German pilots not shooting down crippled U.S. planes can be found in the history books that line the walls of the Veterans History Museum of the Carolinas.
They throttled back, and we kept flying along. And then when we got near the bomb line, they both went like this. They peeled off and went left, and I was on my own. Why they didn't shoot me down or force me down, I have no idea.
Cottrell wasn't safe yet. He still had to land the dying airplane.
I saw the airfield, and I went straight in, and just as I got ready to land, the engine froze over. So I had to do a dead stick landing.
Cottrell went on to fly 65 missions and earned 9 air medals. But those 2 German pilots awarded Cottrell something the Army Air Forces could not.
I wished I could meet those 2 guys. I actually owe my life to those 2 pilots.
Even though Cottrell had a guardian angel looking out for him, tragedy still struck.
On that particular flight, one of my roommates did get shot down and did not survive.